What's up, vinyl community? It's Cliff, the Vinyl Cheapskate here. Gonna have another video for you today. Today's just a quick vinyl finds video. This is all stuff that I went to the thrift store the other day and I found a bunch of pretty cool stuff. Most of it's not in perfect condition. Some of it's blind buys, so I mean, some of it's stuff I've never heard before by bands that I like. So let's just get started, hop right in. But these are all thrift store finds. Found them all for $1. It's just really good deals. I think I got good deals. But all right, let's get started. So first one is I found a Pat Travers record, Making Magic, which is what we're listening to now. Don't know much about this. I just know I've heard good things about Pat Travers, so I was like, yeah, for $1, I'll pick that up. If I don't like it, maybe I could trade it in. This one was in pretty good condition. Not too many, it was a little dirty, but it didn't have many scratches on it. The vinyl was pretty perfect. There's a little ring wear on here, but it's not bad. I think this was a good buy. Like I said, everything was $1. You can't complain for that. Next up, this was a good one. I think this was a nice find for $1, but it does have some issues, like right here. Well, we'll see, little glue letting loose. It's a little scratched up, a little noisy, but it plays through, no skips. But it's Bob Dylan, Nashville Skyline, and happy to have gotten a copy of this for real cheap. It was $1. Like I said, there's like some surface scratches, there's some surface noise on here, but it's not terrible, it's listenable, and for $1 for Bob Dylan, I don't think you can go wrong. Next up, found another one. I'm guessing that somebody traded in their like a bluesy folk collection, but got John Hammond, Big City Blues, and this album I think it's a really good album. It's like a, folky blues album from '64. I think they're kind of buying into the I actually listened to this one. I think they were buying into the fad a little bit right around that time, but there's really good, cool vocals. This guy has a cool voice, really good guitar player. Man, this was great, but like I said, it's split. None of these are in perfect condition, but this plays really nice, and there's a couple scratches on it, but it's not bad. I get like a pop here and now and again, but you can't really tell that there's scratches on here when you're listening to it. This was really good. I think this was a good find for $1. Next up is Procol Harum's Something Magic, and I just like Procol Harum. I don't know if this album's any good. I've never heard it. I know they get a little poppy sometimes and they're not great all the time, but I'm going to check it out. I like Procol Harum. Salty Dog's one of my favorite albums of all time. But yeah, Procol Harum. It's cool stuff. Here's another one that's kind of a blind buy. I know of Earl Scruggs, but this is Earl Scruggs and his family and friends, and like I said, there's the Byrds, Bob Dylan, and then the Morris Brothers, then a bunch of his family. Doc Watson's on here, so this will be an interesting listen. I think this will be a fun one, but I don't have much of this like folky bluegrassy stuff in my collection, so it's fun to get one once in a while. And this one, it's definitely got some issues, got some little water damage and peeling on the bottom, but I mean, the record looked like it was in good shape. I check all these. There were other things there that I didn't pick up because I looked at them and I was just like, man, this is too trash. I can't do it. But this one, the record looked like it was in good shape, so I said, screw it. I don't care about jackets. You'll see that as you watch me. I buy a lot of stuff. If the record's in good condition and it plays through and sounds good, I'm good with it. I don't care about the jacket really. I'll buy something with a little bit of a trash jacket if it's cheap and the vinyl's in good shape. Next up, this one, I'm not crazy about Stevie Nicks, but I found this. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. I may trade this in or sell it, but it's not too scratched up. It's got the original inner sleeve, and it definitely needs a good cleaning. But I feel like after I clean it, this will be a either addition to my collection. I don't know, I'm gonna listen to it a couple times and decide either addition to my collection or I'll sell it off or trade it in. But also, I wanted to bring up a point about this. Vinyl Me Please just did an edition to this, and they charged like $30 for this album. I paid $1. So don't just jump on an album. This is just a little advice. Don't just jump on an album because you see it and you're like, oh man, I like that album. Especially if it's an older album. An older album that's a re-release and they're selling it for like 20 bucks. You could probably find an older version of it for like a fraction of the price. So keep that in mind when you're out shopping at like a Walmart or Target or something and you see popular, like an older popular album for ridiculous price. Next up, I was excited about this one. Waylon Jennings. I've always been crazy. Yeah, some outlaw country. Love this stuff. Excited about this one. This one was in pretty good shape. Yeah, this one's in real good shape, and you know, little surface scratches, but I don't think they're gonna make any noise. I think this was a find right here. Good stuff. The next two, I do two. Yeah, all right. I got three more. Next two, I already own 2 copies of this, but every time I see this, and if it's cheap, I'll pick it up, just because Heart's awesome. So somebody's probably going to end up with a copy of this album eventually, with some VCLT if they don't have a copy. But this is a great album. Dreamboat Amy, Heart. I love Heart. Awesome rock band right here. And another one, I have another copy of this too. Heart, Little Queen, another good one. Great all the way through. Love this band. And last but not least, I don't have anything by this band, but I think this is the album that you should get, from what I understand. But this is another one I found. It was $1, and like I said, never perfect. There's a split, seam split. It didn't have no inner sleeve at all. I'll fix that. But it's in good shape, and I think once I clean this up, there's some dust on it, but once I clean this up, give it a good wipe down, it's gonna sound good. So don't believe people when they tell you thrift stores are dead. They're not completely dead. You can still find good stuff. You just got to, you just got to be persistent. Check it out. I go in, check it out, leave. Check it out. Nothing there. I just don't buy anything. But once in a while, you'll find something good. Maybe not the Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin that I used to find at the thrift store, but you still find good stuff now and again. So don't give up on thrift stores yet. Anyway, I think that's going to be my video for today, and hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think I got good deals on these, or if I bought a bunch of junk that I should just throw back in the trash. But thanks a lot for hanging out, checking out what I had to say, and see you later.